Howdy y'all, welcome to the video. I'm going to give a quick personal opinion on some new earbuds I got. Now I just switched to the new Google, which means I had to get rid of all of my Apple products. There's a lot of pros and a few cons that I want to go over. I'm not going to talk about stats and this and this. You look at that if you want. This is my personal opinion and a few things that stood out to me. First, opening up the box. First impression, all big companies, they have great packaging, all right? Yes, there's this little thing that the actual buds come in. First thought is I love these, the seals, the tips, I mean. Different sizes, I just like that organization factor. Now, when you first get your buds, you will have ear tip seal check, all right? Pretty neat stuff. It'll let you know what size you should do. Now, there's a whole app for this. There's so many settings. If you don't like something, you can change it, all right? Like, for example, a little sound happens every time I put the buds in, just to make sure it connects. In case something interferes, you don't hear it, I'm like, well, why? I really like that. The case, I love. It's like a little bit of bigger egg, super sleek. Now, the first few days, it was kind of confusing on how the buds went in. Now I know, super easy and really good magnet. They make a little sound, ready? Phenomenal though. Something else I really like about this is the conversation detection, okay? And I can give you a little bit of an example. This is playing right now, and you just spark up a conversation with me. Even if I have noise cancellation, it'll open up that so I could hear, and it'll pause my music. So there is a little bit of a pause there, but when you don't have your phone accessible or you're demoing, it is really nice that it just keeps playing once you start working again. Super awesome. I love that feature. Now, one feature I'm not the biggest fan of compared to the AirPods. The AirPods have the little nozzle. I like it doesn't have it, but the tap feature, play, skip, 3 is back, 2 hang up, super nice. Now you can control volume. You go up, down. It makes a little bit of a different sound, but one thing I don't like at work when I'm trying to be quick with it and just, hey, stop. Let me focus on something. Hey, volume down. The volume up, down, and pause, I feel like get mixed together. Like the other day I was just trying to pause it and it thought I was doing volume up the whole time. So next thing you know, my volume's all the way up and I hadn't paused it. And then I finally pause it. Now this isn't as bad. Like I usually wear a beanie with work. It isn't as bad if you stabilize your hands and you're like, boom, boom. I hear the tap and then swipe, swipe. Like it's all accurate, but you know, if you're just like, you're about to walk up to someone and you're just like, boom, it might not register it as much as you want it to. Love that. I absolutely love it. Now, comfortability. The most comfortable buds, headphones I have ever had. The first day I had it, I actually fell asleep. I woke up not remembering I had the earbuds in. It took me a couple minutes to even remember I had them in. They are very comfortable. I don't realize they're in. And in public spaces, I went to the Saturday market. Super loud out. I hear everything. I hold down, noise cancellation, nothing. I'm in my own little world, and I love that feature. I think it's great. Overall, some great earbuds. They stay in your ear. The charge is really good. The distance. Now let's check the distance. I actually haven't checked the distance. So I am going to try to do something and just edit all of this. Okay. I'm going to try to run outside right here with my headphones. And I'll put it right here just to, you know, there's a window and everything. Let's give it some leverage, right? goodness. That went so much farther than what I thought it would. I hope you guys saw me right there. But I even went to the end of the property and walked down the road. So maybe I shouldn't have gave it leverage with right here. But I'm talking 50 yards. I mean, by golly, if you're away from your phone that far, maybe just don't listen to Bluetooth, you know? That's phenomenal. Audiobooks. I listen to audiobooks during work, and it takes forever for them to start playing and pausing. That is one of my concerns. And that's one of the quicker ones I have had. But for it takes too long. Okay, well it seems like they almost fixed that. So can't even complain. But usually my audiobook takes 5 solid seconds for it to start playing again. Works just fine on camera. And another issue I did run into is my Hey Google stopped working. Not too sure why, what rhyme or reason there is. I've tried looking into it a little bit, haven't got real lucky with that. So I'm hoping a little update works, but the Hey Google obviously works even if I'm away from my phone. So you could ask it any questions. And talking about the Google Pro just a little bit, I love this phone. Gemini is amazing, all right? If you go to Gemini and you go to share live with screen, you could share your entire screen and then go to your camera and you could just ask about certain random things. Now, it doesn't type when it's in this mode, but hey Gemini, do you know what this vest is? I want to buy it. It's talking to me right now saying it was a tactical vest for airsoft or other tactical things, all right? When you're actually using it, it will throw up different things. You could tap links and you could have it guide your way through your entire phone in case you're a little bit older and you don't know anything about the phone. You go share screen and you're like, please help me navigate to this or call this person. That is phenomenal. A little bit more backtracking, a little bit. With making calls with Gemini and the Google Buds, I wish it was quicker. You ask him to call someone. Hey Gemini, call Mitch. It will pull up their contact. Wow, it actually just went right up. Wow, another problem that seems to be fixed on camera. So it does take a few seconds, but usually it would just pop up the contact and then it would wait a couple seconds. Do you want to call this person? And I'm like, I told you to call that person, just call them. You know, so that's a little bit iffy, but text messages, calls seem to be working awesome. Talking on this earbud, I love it. There's no problem. Yeah, overall, I love the Google mixes. I do hope Gemini gets fixed on my Bud. And other than that, I only have positive things to say about it. These controls, you get used to them, and they are what they are, right? If you take your time, they work phenomenal. If you're in a rush, you might get a little irritated just because first app doesn't do what you want it to do. Oh well, that's life. That's life. So, you know what? Tap it one more time. Stay happy. Stay blessed. Happy y'all woke up this morning. And I hope you learned a little bit of something on this review. I really didn't have much to say. So, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Peace out. And follow my Twitch.